The car is well over 3 million and possibly much more.
Welcome back this week. I'm Renzo Rossato.
And I'm Gaston Rossato.
This is season 6, episode 10, and we have something very special today.
So special. Most people don't know it exists, let alone to have the opportunity to make this video. We are so lucky to be the ones that say we sourced the car, brought the car from the West Coast, and brought it to this private collection. Folks, we're talking about it and no other, the 2015 Ferrari Sergio, one of 6 in the world, 3 in the United States.
That's right.
Last production car, and the only one finished in blue. Here it is today, alongside
The 458 Speciale Aperta, which is a chassis and engine that's based off the Sergio. I can't wait to get this car on the road. Hit that subscribe button for us, guys. Let's kick it off.
Let's go for a drive. Driving the Sergio, what a feeling, what a car. It's an honor to drive something like this, so rare. Most people don't know the car exists, let alone having the opportunity to drive it. We are enjoying every moment of this today.
Not every day you can say you got behind the wheel of a car worth well over $3 million. Nervous to say the least, excited. Oh my God.
All right, guys, that was exhilarating. My goodness, I don't think the internet has ever seen both these cars on the road together. Maybe we're wrong. Prove it down in the comments, guys.
I gotta keep pinching myself. That's incredible, man.
It's incredible. This car has a lot to offer, so much to share, so we want to do as best we can in this video for you. Renzo, tell us a little bit more about the Sergio.
So the Sergio actually is a production car that was born from a concept car by the design house Pinninfarina. So Pininfarina in 2013, Geneva introduced this concept car, the Pininfarina Sergio, to tribute the chairman, Sergio Pinninfarina, who had passed away back in July 2012. And Ferrari decided, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna honor that, and we're gonna make a production car, making the 6 Sergios that exist today in the world.
To their most VIP clients.
To their most VIP clients. The first one was actually delivered in Dubai to royal family. It was the red one. So there's 6 total, 3 in the US, 2 in Europe, and there's 1 in Japan. And this is the only one in this beautiful color. What was the name of the color again?
Azure Lolo, so blue Lolo, which I believe is a color just for this car. In fact, we'll look at the PPG label. It looks like they put another label over the name just to kind of cover it up, saying this car, you know, is a special color.
That tells you there, maybe it's not a...
I think it's a one-off color. It's hopefully, you know, we can justify that in the camera.
I hope so.
But it's something you have to see in person. It almost makes you want to go swimming in this.
Like you know, or you don't know already, this car is based off the 458 Spider chassis with the Speciale engine and transmission. Basically looking at same chassis and engine right here, side by side.
Same car, rebodied.
They try to keep the design of the original concept car as much as they could, and they did a really good job of that. And obviously they can't really keep it because of standards they need to meet. I'm sure the research and development on these headlights was massive to get it approved and to keep that design look, and they're gorgeous. I think that this is what really ties the car in together.
Let me tell you what the main thing for me on this car is. I think when most people see it for the first time, they're not 100% convinced. This is an acquired taste. The more time I have spent with this car, and we got to drive it, and you got to see the details, and it has so many details that you really have to be one-on-one. It starts to really grow on you, and you start to love the design, and it starts to make so much more sense. At first you're like, but why? And it starts to make so much sense, and I think it's a car that's going to just age beautifully.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, look at those side mirrors. That, I think, came directly from the original concept car.
And you start to see so many elements, because you mentioned the mirror. I can see where the LaFerrari kind of gets those mirrors from. Although they're not identical, I start to see so many elements in this car that are ultimately used in normal production cars.
Right. Let's take a look at the car. I think one of the most beautiful things on this car is this roll bar that we have here. That's a beautiful design of a roll bar. Yeah. No back windshield whatsoever. There's no roof you can slap on this car. This is open top.
A true open top car, only made for good days. It does have side windows, which right now are obviously down.
Let's open up the back here so we can take a look at this engine. The 4.5 liter V8 says to produce about 600 horsepower.
Which is a little more than the Speciale Aperta.
Yeah, which is put at 597. So I'm not sure if that's the correct horsepower, but they say 605 is a number for this. Now, you can't really see the engine directly and perfectly like you usually can on any mid-engine V8 Ferrari, but this just shows you how deep back there this engine is. This engine is sitting right behind your head.
Right behind you, absolutely.
Incredible. And look at this, look at the bonnet.
Look at it.
I mean, look at this circle, which obviously has function to let the heat come out.
Exactly. I think it's a gorgeous car. There's more to this car that I personally love. Not only you have to be lucky enough to find one of these cars for sale, given there's only 3 in the United States.
Right.
Because the other ones you wouldn't be able to import into the United States until they're 25 years old. So you have to be based off the 3. Is the fact that we found the car and we found it on MSO. What does that mean? It has a manufacturer certificate of origin. The car had never been titled before, meaning whoever would buy the car would be essentially the first owner. Now, that is part of the exclusivity, of course, and the car will continue to run on MSO. But what does that mean? It's basically not legal to drive on the street because it doesn't have a tag.
Right.
Okay? It's still on the manufacturer certificate of origin. This car never ran through a dealer like the normal cars would go through. It was directly from Ferrari Maranello to the end consumer. That end consumer ultimately, the first owner sells the car. So you'll notice that the plaque is missing in the back right there, because we're in the current process of creating a custom one for the current owner.
Exactly. And talk about, let's continue talking about this design of this car. Those wheels are beautiful, and you're only going to see those wheels on this car. There's no other Ferrari that's going to share these wheels with them.
They're spectacular.
They really are.
I can't get over it.
And this two-tone with that gold, copper, with that, it's just incredible. It really is incredible.
We just finished doing a full paint correction, 100% PPF paint protection film and ceramic coating. We're actually going to create a video showing the process of all that on this particular car, so stay tuned to the channel, guys.
So what is this car worth? Brand new, if you were chosen to be able to buy the car, it will cost you about $3 million. Where is that price today?
It's hard to say. They're all over the, they're not all over the place because there's not really that much for sale. We did find a comp in Europe.
Yep.
What was that figure?
It was a 4.3 million euros, so we're talking about $5 million.
Almost $5 million. The car is well over 3 million and possibly much more. It's all about the exclusivity.
Exactly.
And again, we're just honored to be here today to share this on the road.
Oh man.
Alongside
another
the same exact car and also very limited production.
Exactly.
Speciale Aperta.
So just to get an example, there's 499 of these produced versus a 6, and that's where you see that price difference, right? And this is a car, I think the Sergio belongs in any Ferrari collection. I think that really, if you're having the Sergio, you really have a very special piece because there's only 5 other guys.
It's a flagship.
Or girls in the world that can have that car in their garage.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
So we're definitely very honored to be a part of this collection and help grow.
Okay, let's go for another drive. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We appreciate your support and love for the channel. Till next week, I'm Gaston Rossato.
And I'm Renzo Rossato. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's go.